Welcome to the Kansas Music Educators Association AdvoAngle. I'm Kelly Nedler, and I'm the chairperson for Kansas Music Educators Association Advocacy and Government Relations. The mission of the Kansas Music Educators Association is to support music educators by fostering leadership, providing professional development, and promoting the advocacy of music learning in schools and communities. Anyone can become an advocate for music education, whether a small child or grandparent, a business person or government official. Music advocacy or the support of music education can be expressed by anyone. I want to tell you about a new music advocacy resource we have created at Kansas Music Educators Association called the AdvoAngle. Now, Kansas is a state with lots of open space. And we in Kansas are proud of our duality. Although Kansas has a few urban areas, most of Kansas is comprised of rural communities where music teachers are expected to facilitate all music in their district for students from kindergarten to senior year. And they're the choir and band director, as well as general music teacher, maybe even piano and voice teacher too, and possibly even a coach. And in some cases, that carries into our colleges. So, to help our state have the music advocacy resources needed to keep music education valued, we have created a new website as part of our long-standing KMEA website tradition. The AdvoAngle is a music education advocacy website whose name reflects its purpose. It was created to give music educators the proper angle on solid music advocacy ideas for conversations, proposals, and asks when dealing with administrators and legislators. And it gives the user a nice set of music advocacy ideas to use for all situations such as pre-concert, program notes, and performance advocacy statements. The information on the AdvoAngle website will help develop positive and cooperative support for music education in our schools and communities. KMEA Music Advocacy and the AdvoAngle exist because of our mission statement, and we are here to provide quality music education advocacy in all of our schools and in our communities. We created a logo to allow for quick identification of our advocacy brand. We feel the AdvoAngle logo makes an easily recognizable icon, and a good logo piques interest. Then, we coupled it with an original theme song in various styles to help capture the ear of the listener too. So, when the logo appears and the theme song is heard, everyone will know it's the AdvoAngle. Of course, KMEA wants the AdvoAngle to be a go-to source for up-to-date music advocacy ideas from grassroots campaigns to larger needs at the state and federal levels, especially during these unexpected times where traditional music education has been tabled through social distancing. We understand that some music teachers will arrive next fall and have to prove the value of music education's role as important and worthwhile in their students' school experiences. When news of COVID-19 broke, Kansas was the first state to close school buildings for the rest of the school year. So, Kansas teachers were on the front line of school closures and had the need to transition quickly from the classroom to online teaching. KMEA anticipated the school closures and began to collect ideas for distance learning and teaching. Although the list resides at the KMEA online magazine, the Kansas Music Review, the AdvoAngle compiled a list of over 50 ideas the day the announcement was made. A link to the KMR page is on the AdvoAngle.com homepage. The AdvoAngle.com website has a lot of information to offer, and we keep expanding the information and ideas which live on the website. It began as a uniquely Kansas product, but is a resource which any music advocate can use. Also, we put our own touch on it by making 95% of the background pictures from Kansas. We love the idea given to us through the arts where you can be uniquely you. Currently, the AdvoAngle consists of 8 pages separated by many topics. The AdvoAngle homepage is an overview of the website, housing quick links to other pages as well as several sources found only there, such as links to the National Association for Music Education's Everything ESSA, and the Broader Minded Movement, and other NAFME resources to Kansas Music Educators Association Impact of Budget Cut Study to Music Advocacy Day at the Capitol. The homepage also includes a couple of AdvoAngle articles, one of which I encourage you to read titled, "Hire Music Students, They Have the Training." Our Advocates page holds links to each of the 7 Kansas MEA District Music Advocacy Chairpersons, as well as to me, the KMEA State Advocacy Chairperson. All of KMEA's Music Advocacy Chairpersons are current or retired music educators. The original purpose of the AdvoAngle was to create a much-needed set of Advo tools. KMEA wanted to create a resource for all music educators to use, which can aid in bringing music advocacy to every concert goer. So we created a couple of public service announcements voiced by Kansas music students, which could be played as pre-concert announcements starting 10 minutes before the downbeat. These PSAs, coupled with royalty-free music, allow for anyone to bring music advocacy to the public just prior to your performance. And, most importantly, it puts your concert goers in an atmosphere for your music. We also have pre-made slides ready for any slide-style show, which can be downloaded as a visual for any pre-concert time while your audience is arriving. Why not use a little downtime to promote music in the minds of your concert goers? The AdvoAngle videos are advocacy ideas for music educators to use, as well as video testimonials for why music education is important. The testimonials are recorded by music educators, students, administrators, Board of Education members, and parents. Any of these videos can be used as a resource for promoting music education. Unique to the AdvoAngle are the interviews. These interviews feature KMEA and NAFME leadership, music teachers, administrators, prominent public figures, and community members. Each of these interviews can be used as a tool to enhance one's knowledge, skills, and tools of music advocacy. The AdvoAngle is constantly adding to the interviews page too. Plus, they are a great way to get some insight into the minds of music advocates, and you can even listen to them on the move. Each interview is approximately 10 minutes long and is filled with great information. Remember, everything you need to succeed in life is currently being taught in the music class. A great quote from NAFME. Well, the AdvoAngle has a page dedicated to music advocacy quotes from Aristotle to the AdvoAngle Fast Facts to current finds about the importance of music education. This page, too, is always expanding as new quotes are found. KMEA knows that creating a network of music supporters is very important, especially with our decision makers. The Government Relations page is a connection point to all Kansas legislators and Kansas Board of Education members. It connects music educators to important proposals and bills brought forth for education. We also feature the Kansas Music Advocacy Day at the Capitol, which is an annual event in March in Topeka, Kansas, hosted by Kansas Music Educators Association. It is a great way to celebrate Music in Our Schools Month, and we cannot forget to feature our annual NAFME Hill Day information too. These days are great opportunities for KMEA leadership and student leadership to speak one-on-one with Kansas and federal decision makers. We also include some pointers to making your own Music Advocacy Day at the Capitol in your state. Remember, the best music advocacy one can create is by having a well-planned, well-produced program gleaming with excellence, which is active in your own community. Do not ever pass up the opportunity to bring your music program out of the classroom and into your community. At the state level, I encourage every MEA to expand your music advocacy and government relations programs by creating a Music Advocacy Day at the Capitol in your state. Catch your state decision makers where they work. I would highly recommend your state make an annual event of this day, and make sure to send your advocacy chairperson and other MEA leaders to the annual Hill Day and NAFME National Assembly in Washington, D.C. This event connects your MEA to others like no other event. Finally, what has the AdvoAngle taught me? It certainly has taught me how to make connections on an entirely different level. One of the unique experiences that the AdvoAngle, at least from the admin side, has given me is the experience of networking and connecting with other music educators and music education advocates through a simple question: how do you advo? The question creates a wonderful connection point with advocates from all aspects, such as students, music teachers, administrators, business owners, MEA and NAFME leadership, Board of Education members, legislators, and government officials. How Do You Advo is a vehicle to create that one-on-one unique moment to speak about music education's importance and how it can make a huge impact on our music advocacy mission. How do you advo? You touch lives.